You're seeing me because you're about to get up. This is definitely for you if you've been feeling really tired. You have a new beginning that is right here for you. You're tired because you're at the finish line. This is for those of you who've had a challenging life, just in general, but it's been like 2016 onwards has been particularly brutal. Like 2016 was a major shift for you. It felt like life changed completely, like you changed completely, almost like irreversible damage. Something that was done to you or that you went through changed you completely, how you see the world, all of that. Even if you already went through something that was painful, like you had a painful like start to your life, you don't come from like the best beginnings. On top of that, it's like 2016, like the past 9-10 years have been extremely challenging for you. And you have taken, interesting, I've got this soulmates at the back of my deck, which is relevant to this, that the people that you met along the way were very significant to your growth, whether that was them being challenging or someone who was there to lift you up. But everything you learned was meant to be like alchemized. You've basically been doing this alchemy work for like 9-10 years. For some of you, even longer than that. And it's like you're hitting the reset button, and it's like everything's gonna shift. You're about to get up, and I'm hearing like they aren't ready for it. Like people who've done you dirty, that kind of thing, they aren't ready for this shift, this new version of you, this new like beginning that you have in front of you. But you certainly are, because you've put the work in. Yeah, you've passed the point of this like this Weaver card here, where this is like a young energy. This is like the Page of Swords, where they have a lot of knowledge, but they don't necessarily know how to wield it effectively. It's like they're going through that learning phase. You've done all that. You've put in all of that work. You've done all the alchemy that you need to do, and now it's time for you to step forward into this new beginning. Yeah, there is so much that you had to battle within yourself. A lot of your like the external stuff that you faced was like generational curses, pieces of yourself, your lineage that you had to contend with and that you had to like work through and recreate. Yeah, you felt like you had a lot of bad luck. Like you were very aware that you got handed like a tough hand in this life, but you learned how to play your cards effectively with this shapeshifter. That some of you could very much resonate with being a chameleon, that kind of energy, where you became what you needed to become to get through a situation. And it's like there's like a uniqueness to you where you've seen like every little nook and cranny of life. You've been down like every dark alley. You've seen the good in life. You've seen like the pits of the world. And you've seen it everywhere, whether it's, you know, with the rich or the poor. Like you've been 333 on my timer. Like you've had a very unique perspective on this world where, like, again, you've for some of you, you may have felt like you were in a bit of a dishonest energy in order to navigate this, where you didn't feel like you could be authentically yourself, and it's because you had to camouflage and cloak yourself in order to like exist in these spaces. But it all served to build you up into the person you are now, so that nothing going forward will throw you. It's like you've seen every character type out there. You've seen like you can. I'm hearing like foreshadowing or what is that? Yeah, it has. I think it's foreshadowing, where it's like you can pick up on what's going to come up next in a book, like when you read something or you're watching a show, and you can kind of like. You can see the pattern and you're like, oh, I know what's going to happen next, or like I know that this character did it or did that. You can see that play out in real life, so that things don't throw you anymore, and it's because of this like intensive period that you went through. So you're about to step into this. I'm hearing it's your world now, that some of you especially may feel very withdrawn from society, from like social media, where you don't want to consume other people's ideas or opinions because you've created your own world. Like you can see and you can understand what they're saying, but you also understand like what they're choosing or what they haven't experienced and why they look at things the way they do, because you've been able to see like all the nuances of this world, which is interesting. Yeah, there's no desire, like you've achieved this level of self-mastery that there's no desire for you to receive from the outside world anymore. It's more of like everything's more introspective now. You may be called to like a lot of alone time, or just doing activities like by yourself or exploring your own inner realms. Some of you may be writers or some kind of like creatives where you just do your work on your own, because now you're stepping into this era, is what I'm hearing, where you're meant to explore what you came here to put into this world. You're not here to consume, right? A lot of people never get past this stage where they just need to take from the world. You're actually put here to give back to the world and shape the world in some kind of way. 555 on my timer, so that's physical change. And you're about to step into this next process of your life, this next like stage of your life where you give back and pour out based off of everything that you've learned, that you've accumulated enough knowledge. Now it's time for you to piece that all together and create something that this world hasn't seen before, and it's something that's very unique to you. So if this resonates with you, let me know. All of my services are in my bio, and if you become a paid subscriber to my Substack, you get 20% off all of my Etsy services in perpetuity.